Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Let's Play. Sorry that this part didn't get uploaded yesterday. I had so many things going on for Thursday that there's a lot of things I want to get done, so I apologize for taking forever to put up this part, but you guys all heard my apologies before, so I'm just gonna cut it there. So let's continue on with this Let's Play. So now we're in Crisis City with Shadow the Hedgehog, and, instead of Shadow taking a piece of metal and, snowboarding down the buildings and whatnot, we're actually in the buggy. Surprised that the buggy's still around. I guess maybe made out of some hard materials. My best advice for you is to keep the buggy as... well, that shits down on my statement. But I was going to say, the best advice I can give you for this first part is, keep the buggy as long as you can. Because the one thing that will catch you off guard when it comes to your buggy on spontaneously combusting like mines did is that, the Iblis creatures will, pop out, and when they pop out, that little radius of where they pop out, happens to damage you, and it'll damage your vehicle as well. And that's probably, the best I can give you because, with the buggy, you're able to get through this first part quicker. I mean, yeah, you can tread on foot throughout this part. I mean, you can leave the vehicle anytime you want. But, I don't know, the buggy works better for me. So just, try to keep it as long as you can. And another thing I forgot to say about the buggy is, it has an ability to boost. If you double tap the A button, it'll do a short boost. It's pretty helpful to get past the buggy parts if you really need to get going. And we're going to be using that for a mission later. Not really looking forward to that mission, but what can you do? So for Crisis City with Shadow the Hedgehog, it's not really too different from Sonic's. In fact, it's pretty much like a combination of Sonic's and Silver's. What I mean by Silver is, well, we'll get to the very end and you'll see what I mean. But for these first couple parts, it's everything like Sonic, so nothing's frankly really new and whatnot. So yeah, it's nothing really new to talk about for Crisis City. I do have to say one thing about Crisis City, though, is that Crisis City, I have to admit, I've been noticing this for a while, is that Crisis City is really weird on Shadow the Hedgehog's homing attack, because, I swear that you'll be homing attacking, well, there'll be a line of enemies, and you swear to God that you press the homing attack button, and you'll home attack the enemy. No, sometimes you'll go straight through them and careen to your death, because Crisis City has a lot of bottomless pits. Like, I always hit that one up. I think that I was going to hit the enemy next to the one I killed at the first, in front of the line, but no. I killed the, see, I thought I was going to hit the enemy, but no, I decided to go straight to nothing, and because of shit like that, you can easily miss the enemies, and then you'll fall careening to your death. It's happened to me before. Thank goodness it didn't happen in this recording, but maybe because the recording curse, Bertram was aware that something like that has happened to me in the past, so, I don't know, it's just a recording curse, You can't do stuff intentionally, because if you do, it'll never work. If you do it unintentionally, then it'll work. I don't know, that's just how the recording curse goes, everybody. If you record video games like I do, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But going back more into Shadow the Hedgehog's power-ups, that should be actually been going over for a while, is the move we used to get into Kingdom Valley. That was the Chaos Boost and whatnot, and I never really explained too much about the Chaos Boost forms. The Chaos Boost forms, they're pretty much the power-ups that we buy for Shadow throughout his playthrough. There are 3 levels of the Chaos Boost. The first level is the Chaos Snap, which frankly, what the Chaos Snap is supposed to do is that when you press the R trigger to activate the Chaos Boost and everything like that, you're already in level 1. Shadow the Hedgehog, with the homing attack, he'll, attack the enemies that are in the line, but he's supposed to instantly teleport to the next enemy, and because of this game's shoddy programming, I can never tell if it works or not. I just can't. It's like, there's sometimes it'll work, and then there's sometimes that it doesn't, and because of those reasons, it's really hard to tell, and the Chaos Snap is a very dangerous move to use. Because you could be over, bottomless pits and whatnot, and something like that could, easily screw you over. What do I mean by that is, after Shadow uses the Chaos Snap, sometimes he'll instantly drop from the air, and if you're above a bottomless pit, kiss that life goodbye. I mean, really. It's more deadly than it is helpful. Then there's the second level, which is the Chaos Lance. As you've probably been noticing with me, like that move I just used right there, and that's Shadow's projectile move with the X button. It's pretty much the Chaos Spear, but you really can't hurt enemies with it, as you can see. You can only stun enemies with it. The Chaos Lance, which is the second level power-up, we're able to upgrade the Chaos Spear to the Lance, so that way it'll actually do some damage. It's a nice little projectile move and everything like that, but the thing is that you already have another projectile move, and it's called the homing attack. So, yeah, once you have it, it's kind of pointless, more redundant than anything else. Because a homing attack is better than a Chaos Lance. I mean, yeah, there are times I do use the Chaos Lance. In fact, I do try to use the Chaos Boost form as much in this playthrough, because when I'm regularly playing this game, guys, to be honest, I don't use Chaos Boost that much. Reasons being is because Shadow the Hedgehog, I will say this, Shadow the Hedgehog probably has the worst of the abilities to buy for each of the Hedgehogs. I mean, with Sonic, I could get some use over the gems in the shoes because, the bar was a program, and even with Silver the Hedgehog's abilities, I could still get something out of it, like the shock bracelet, that works fantastically. But Shadow, I don't know, most of the time I forget that he could go at the Chaos Boost form, and I'm questioning, like, what the hell is that meter to the bottom right for? And I'm like, oh yeah, he actually has abilities, and I just rarely use them whatsoever. I am going to demonstrate all of them, because the third level one is completely abysmal. I'll get more into the third level of Chaos Boost once we actually get to it. But I think I would describe the first two ones just to give you a little taste of how I feel about the Chaos Boost form in this game. But here we are at the final part of the Crisis City. It's really short and whatnot. The last of it's more like just very automated and everything like that. And because an enemy score and that time bonus, I got myself that big S, and frankly, not like it matters whatsoever, because they're just going to give me the same gold medal. And I'm trying to think if Crisis City is Shadow's longest level. I think Dusty Desert is, but then again, that's supposed to be his last level, but nothing's really coming to mind.
Ah, my precious Chaos Emerald. You are also beautiful. Your mysterious brilliance.
Your luminous glow. Your caramel center. Oh.
Omega? What's he doing here?
It seems he's in standby mode.
And he's out of C
What could
batteries.
have possibly happened to create this future? Yes, this is Rouge. Understood. We'll be there in a minute. It looks like Sonic and his friends have found something, too. Let's go. It's not like we can do anything for him now.
Yeah.
It's funny, they don't like put any model for any wristwatch for Rouge to communicate with. It's like she's talking to her hand.
You guys are so slow. Look.
A Chaos Emerald! You've already found one!
Well now, I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter. Unlike a certain echidna I know.
What? Heh. Have you guys discovered anything?
Yeah. I received a signal indicating there's a Chaos Emerald here, but...
You mean we've got to go through there?
If you don't like it, you can stay here.
You've got to be kidding.
Don't be late. Same to you.
Okay then, now it's off to Flame Core with Shadow the Hedgehog, and just Flame Core, how it is, oh yeah, if you probably did not notice when I did this with Sonic the Hedgehog as well, is that there's a humongous shortcut that you could take to skip the loop, because frankly, when you go the regular way, there's a giant loop, but then you're supposed to go that way, like I said, for that loop, and to tell you the truth, after you've done it so many times, you just get tired of it, so once I discovered that little shortcut, I never really took the loop ever again. I mean, the only person you go to that loop is probably to get a silver medal, but those things are worthless, so there's no point. With Shadow the Hedgehog's Flame Core, there's a bunch of, I will be showing off a little bit of alternate routes that you can take with this character. I think Sonic could also take these same routes too, because I think his Shadow's Flame Core is just like Sonic's Flame Core. Just maybe a few minor differences here and there, but, give a little bit of variety. I hate that wall so much. That boost panel there will screw you over because seriously, you have no control for the first couple seconds on that dash panel. I've already stated this, at Sonic's story. That was a long time ago, that off the dash panels, you go off them for a good 3 to 4 seconds, you can't really control your movement, and then if you do, you'll make a hard left and a hard right. And because that Iblis worm is there, you could make a hard right into the Iblis worm and fall off and fall into the lava. And guess what? You have to do it all over again. It's just, it's such a pain in the ass. That's one big cheap enemy placement that I've ever seen in this game so far. I really should not be in by Chaos Boost form because Flame Core also shares its shares its bombless pits and everything like that, so the Chaos Snap may not be the best thing to be right now, but I have no choice. I don't have level 2 of Chaos Boost, so what can I do? As you probably saw before I entered this area, is that Shadow is able to stay in the air for a little bit. If you hold down the A button, you can stay in the air as long as you want, or at least until the bar goes down. And frankly, I don't see the purpose of it whatsoever. I just... kind of looks goofy too, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, the Flame Core, it's pretty much just like Sonic's with Shadow. So really nothing too new. So you see, like I said, with the Chaos Snap, I just suddenly dropped after I got that 1-up capsule. For no apparent reason. I didn't let go of the A button, I swear to God I didn't. It's just... the Chaos Snap just... It's sentient, I tell you. It wants to work when it wants to work. It has a mind of its own, for Christ's sake. I can't really think of anything else, because, Shadow the Hedgehog, what does make him a bit different is, he's able to glow red, and, Goku would be, pretty pleased with him. Kaioken for the win and whatnot. One thing I do want to actually talk about is, I don't know what game started it. Was it this one, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog? It's been a while since I played Heroes in Shadow and whatnot, and, what I really miss in Sonic games is the ability to jump on enemies. I don't know if I already brought this up, but I do really miss that ability to do, because, the easy... enemy on the ground, what if I don't want to home attack him? What if I just want to jump on him and everything like that? That brought a little bit of more flavor into the combat and whatnot. I mean, yeah, in future games now, or at least until I don't remember what game started it first. I want to say Sonic Colors brought back the whole jumping on enemies. I know Generation does it, but I'm not too sure that Unleashed did it. I have to go back and watch that Unleashed footage again. God, I can't believe it's already been about... should have been about a whole week since I got the Unleashed LP done with. Man, time flies by so quickly. And sooner or later, it's going to be like a whole month since I got the LP done. It's like, wow. But going back to the whole jumping on enemies and everything like that is... with the easy enemy jumping, easy enemy on the ground, you know, I wish you could jump on them so that way, you know, it'd be easy. Because in here, when you jump towards enemies, you get touch damage from them. I just don't like touch damage to begin with. That's an old gaming trait that really needs to die in a fire. I hate that. I don't like touch damage. That's so stupid. It makes sense if the enemy is attacking you, and then you'll get hurt, not by touching them. It's like I touch my friend Chris, not in an appropriate way, but you know, if I like tap him on the shoulder and then suddenly my finger starts bleeding, it's like, what? I just really wish they brought that back. I mean, yeah, they want you to focus on the homing attack, but come on, you know, homing attack or doing Shadow's little flurry kicks after a while could be pretty boring. It'd be nice to just jump on the enemy so that way you could easily just get past. And once again, when I got the invincibility box, you know, the invincibility music is playing, but there's no graphics. So yeah, I can never tell if I'm still invincible. You know what sucks is because since the music stops and since there's no invincibility graphic showing, you could probably think that you're still invincible, but you're not. Because there's sometimes that there has been instances with me that the music stopped and I am invincible for a while longer. But then there's most of the time where the music stops and I think I'm invincible because the graphic is not showing, but I get hit anyway. So my best piece of advice for you is when it comes to the invincibility, you know, just when the music stops, don't think you're invincible anymore. Just stop. Looking at Sonic 06 is just I really wish this game actually had a PC release because, you know, the modding community, God, people, if you've seen like mods for Sonic Generations and whatnot, you know, all sorts of PC games, you know, people are amazing at what they could do with the game's technology and add new things and everything like that. That's why I really wish I had Sonic Generations for, you know, the PC. Well, fortunately, this PC is a hunk of crap, but, you know, hopefully in the future I will. And I really wish that Sonic 06 did have a PC release. At least give us that, because, you know, the modding community could really make this game work. They really can. I mean, they won't be able to save everything from this game. I mean, like the story and whatnot. The story's still crap, but at least they can make this into a decent Sonic game, not a hunk of crap. You know, there's all sorts of mods and everything like that. Like, the only time anybody can mod for Sonic 06 is if they hack their Xbox 360s and whatnot, and unfortunately doing that, you know, they're breaking warranties and whatnot, and so they're putting themselves at risk, but it would have been really nice to have some sort of PC release. And here comes the best line of Shadow the Hedgehog's story. What the fuck was that? I don't know what Jason Griffith's lines were and everything like that, but the subtitles say act. That wasn't like an act. That was more like so that was like 3 A's, 12 U's, a couple G's and H's. Just I don't know what was going through Jason Griffith's script, but that was more of a ugh, not an ack. I mean, then again, you know, for an ack where he was falling, that would be pretty boring, you know, just ack. Oh my god. That's one of Shadow's best lines.
I found a chaos emerald.
Don't touch it!
What? What's this?
Okay, folks, next part, we're going to be tackling on the Iblis Worm again. And big spoilers, it's just like Sonic's fight, so there's really nothing new. And I'm going to let you guys decide if I should show this fight off or should I skip it. You know, leave a comment below to see which one of the options you want me to do. Because if you guys want me to show it, it's going to be the same fight, and I'm going to be using the same strategy I used with Sonic. So the fight is going to take me about like a minute or so, but, you know, if you want me to skip it, you know, leave a comment in the section below. So until then, guys, I'll see you for part 24.